Welcome back to the RedKetchup Banished 1K shorts, and let's get into the next episode. Alright, let's get this down into 1 times. So our little town, where did we even start? We're somewhere here in the forest. It may have even been this barn, I'm not sure. But we started this whole town out in the forest, and I wanted to have a nice big section using up these forester special fruit trees, and so we have a bunch of them around the outside. All of our forestry industry, which I had to then also make it also into all this fuel stuff, which I didn't even realize I had a limit sitting here, but not that we really need it. Managed to catch everything up with all the various limits. We had expanded towards here. I wanted to get more of the dock stuff, and then we next expanded the actual city part over here. So I tried my best at the beginning to kind of keep things pretty yet efficient, and I did for most of the big area. Kind of expanded further out through this town. So I wanted to get to 1,000, but the 1,000 seemed pretty easy. The 2,000 on this size of a map started getting pretty hard. If I had decided to expand all this naturally, just having people occupy these homes without the nomads, then I probably wouldn't have ran into the oops, I didn't build enough fields, or expand on the herds, or get some more dock stuff out. And then I probably also would have paid a lot more attention to the tools. So I think either way, if I had done it this way, so it's, you know, a little over 20 hours to get to 2,000, with our special help from our friends here, we're at 2,230. Some of them don't have homes, but, you know, there's plenty of homes. There's some hostels and places for them to go into. But I think it would have taken about the same amount of time if I had done this a little slowly over time. And I wanted to preoccupy like most of the lakes, or occupy most of the lakes, but not fully cover the whole thing. And so it was kind of one of these little dock town areas, and each of these lakes, with the last one being down in the south. I didn't want this to be too huge, just because part of the trader actually had to go through here. And that was also another problem, I think, that I did not put in enough traders. So when I wanted to get and buy food, I couldn't do it. We have plenty of stuff stocked in here. The little thing that I found out as I played is that these seafoods do fit in the rivers. So kind of cheaty like the rice patties or duck blinds or something in the megamods, but they fit, and so thus they sit. And they sit in the rivers and getting us some extra goodies. And there's, it's kind of near some of the stuff. I also didn't pay close enough attention that when I expanded to kind of make sure I had some housing right nestled with some of these guys. I mean, these were pretty close in the dock place, but it took me a while to expand to some places. So thus our people were going a little too far. And I think that gets to be the problem when you start having such a huge population. But basically, I wanted to make sure I got all of this finished up and get to my 2,000. I still had the problem of getting enough churches in. But I wanted to get this done before starting on the next Banished series, so I didn't have two kind of running together and trying to figure out what I needed to do in each and such, and that way it kind of leaves a nice clean opening for new things. So this was interesting because I never tried to actually get to a certain number. I just played until my game decided to go a little rough. But it does now at 10 speed around here. I think that's because there's just so much stuff. And I did put in a little decoration. So it's, you know, I didn't do the bare minimum. where it would have helped out my computer a little bit with processing. But yeah, so I had to do little towns kind of on the outside, get a little centers. There I did the mining first in the middle, and then I had to do it over here, and then on the side up here I decided to do another little tiny mining thing just to kind of help get all those resources in different places. I think that's kind of like what you end up having to do eventually, and get a whole bunch of variety mixed in and catch up on everything. But yeah, that will be it for this one, and thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.